in a bright coral reef where sunlight passed through the clear water and turned into sparkling beams. Like thousands of golden silk threads dancing with the waves, there lived a little clownfish named Nemo. Nemo was outgoing, full of energy, and always curious about everything around him. He loved swimming around to meet all the neighbors, talking with them, listening to their stories, happy ones, sad ones, and even the little battles for territory that often happened among fish in the colorful reef. On his back, Nemo always carried a small, transparent backpack, where he always kept a few colorful pearls and little branches of coral, his most precious treasures collected from his adventures. Almost every creature knew Nemo, and whenever they saw him, they smiled and waved. Every meeting brought Nemo different feelings: joy when he helped a small lost fish find its safe cave, sadness when he saw a piece of coral broken apart, or a bit of drama when playful crabs fought over tiny rocky holes. All those moments mixed with the sparkling sunlight shining through the water, the gentle bubbles floating up, and the bright colors of the reef created a living painting of the ocean. They filled Nemo with endless curiosity, happiness, and the desire to keep exploring. One morning, in that shining coral reef, Nemo swam past soft green seaweed, gliding by pink, orange, purple, and turquoise coral towers. Sunlight poured through the clear water, creating beams of light like golden silk threads, dancing on the sand and the coral. Excited, Nemo swam toward a sparkling pearl lady who was hiding inside a half-open shell. Her pearls glowed like tiny rainbows. Nemo waved his little fins, his eyes shining with curiosity, and asked, "Hello, what beautiful pearls do you have today? May I see your collection?" The pearl lady smiled and showed him many pearls: white, soft pink, light purple, and turquoise, shining under the sunlight that filtered through the water. "Oh, Nemo," she said kindly, "today I just added some light pink and bright purple ones. Would you like to choose one as a keepsake?" Nemo's eyes sparkled. He swam happily around the shell, then picked a pure pink pearl and carefully placed it into his clear backpack. The backpack glittered under the light, making every little treasure inside pearls, coral pieces, shells shine with many colors. He waved goodbye to the pearl lady and continued his journey. Next, Nemo visited a group of starfish sticking onto rocks covered with green seaweed. "Hello, everyone," he asked. "Are the corals here beautiful? Do they have many colors?" A bright red starfish answered, "We just discovered a coral reef far to the north. It's even more colorful than this place. We're planning to move there." Nemo's eyes lit up with excitement. "Oh, then, I want to keep some memories of this reef. Can you give me a few coral pieces and colorful shells?" The starfish happily gave Nemo purple, along with shiny shells. Nemo placed them carefully into his clear backpack, watching them reflect the light. The bag now looked like a moving rainbow crystal. His collection grew bigger and richer, making Nemo proud and joyful. Finally, Nemo swam to another part of the reef, where a school of yellow butterfly fish danced around orange and pink coral towers, mixed with soft green seaweed. "Hey friends," Nemo asked playfully, "is there any fun drama happening?" The butterfly fish chattered excitedly about their fights for hiding spots, their happy and sad stories. Nemo listened closely, then asked for a few of their colorful scales as keepsakes. He placed them into his clear backpack. He waved his fins and looked at the treasures inside, each one reflecting rainbow light. It felt as if the whole coral reef was shining together with him, filling Nemo with joy and endless curiosity. But as days passed, Nemo began to feel that the clear backpack on his back was getting heavier and heavier. It was filled with all the memories he collected with his friends. Joys, sorrows, funny dramas, shared dreams, and secrets. Nemo always kept every little treasure with great care: shiny pearls, colorful coral pieces, bright seashells, and even the sparkling fish scales that friends had given him. Little by little, his backpack grew heavier and fuller, making him swim slower and feel more tired after long journeys. Every evening, when Nemo returned to his cave to sleep, he hugged his precious backpack close. He stared at the keepsakes inside, glowing under the light that filtered through the water, sparkling like a tiny rainbow. He often whispered to himself, "Tomorrow, I'll leave the backpack in my little stone cave, safe and resting." But when morning came, and the backpack glimmered before him, Nemo's heart filled with worry. What if he lost his priceless collection? What if those beautiful memories disappeared? And so, every morning, Nemo chose to carry the backpack again. Though it weighed him down, he still swam past soft green seaweed, weaving between towers of coral in pink, orange, purple, and jade. Sunlight streamed through the water, dancing across his crystal-clear backpack. Nemo visited his friends, asked how they were, laughed at funny stories, and listened to the newest dramas of the reef. Each keepsake added to his backpack caught the light, scattering rainbow colors through the clear water. His backpack became a floating jewel, heavy, but filled with precious memories. Nemo kept swimming, fins waving, his heart full of joy, though his body felt a little tired. Every trip, every conversation carved itself into his memory, making the backpack heavier, yet warming his heart even more. For every little treasure was proof of friendship, and of the moments that made life in the vast ocean so precious. But one day, far away in a lonely part of the sea, where coral grew thin and food was hard to find, Nemo felt the weight of the backpack more than ever. At first he swam proudly, carrying his keepsakes: the pale pink pearl from Miss Pearl, colorful coral from the starfish, shiny scales from the butterfly fish. Each one held a story, a laugh, or even a tear. Sunlight shimmered through the water, making his backpack glow like a rainbow lantern drifting in the sea. Yet now, in this quiet place, the weight pulled him down. Every stroke of his fins grew harder, and his empty stomach ached with hunger. He tried to swim past the last few rocks, through the fading coral, but his strength slipped away. Finally, Nemo sank onto the soft sand, panting. The heavy backpack pressed down on his small body, and even on his heart. Cool water flowed around him, and he drifted into sleep, too tired to think of anything at all. After a while, a shadow passed over the sand. It was the old stingray, with wide, velvet-like wings, colored in gray-blue, that shimmered in the water. His eyes were kind, yet full of wisdom and strength. He saw Nemo lying still, eyes half closed, with the heavy backpack on his back. Gently, the stingray lifted Nemo onto his broad body and carried him to his safe home. "Nemo, my little one," the stingray said in a deep, warm voice. "Why are you lying here all alone? You look so tired and so hungry." Nemo sighed, his voice faint. I'm too tired and hungry. This backpack, it holds all my treasures. I can't leave it behind, but I still want to see my friends. I want to keep these memories, these precious pieces of my heart." The old stingray looked deep into Nemo's eyes. His gaze was gentle yet serious, and slowly he began to explain. "Nemo, you have learned so much, and I can see how deeply you treasure every memory, every joy, every sorrow. But looking at you now, I want you to understand something. Not everything we hold on to will help us move forward. If you try to keep everything, your heart will grow heavy. Your body will grow tired, and you will no longer have the strength to live with joy, to explore, and to love. To live fully, sometimes we must learn to choose, and we must learn to let go." He took a deep breath, his eyes following the soft beams of light that shone into the cave, then continued. "Think of your backpack as your heart. Every pearl, every piece of coral, every scale is a memory, a joy, a sadness you have experienced. They are precious. But if they grow so heavy that you can no longer swim, find food, or share time with friends, then those treasures have turned into burdens. And when the burden is too heavy, you will no longer see the light, no longer feel joy, no longer have the strength to truly live. You see, every day you hear so many things from your neighbors' happy stories, silly quarrels, and sometimes even bad or useless news. If you carry all of that inside you, just like stuffing everything into a backpack, you will only feel exhausted and tense. Not every piece of news is worth keeping, and not every story needs to be stored in your memory. I want you to learn how to filter from the start. Take in the good, learn from it. But for the things that hurt you or weigh you down, let them go. Do that, and you will feel lighter. Your heart will be more open, and you will keep the joy that truly matters." Nemo took a deep breath, then slowly unlocked his backpack. The water rushed in, carrying out the pearls, coral shells, and shining scales. They didn't sink, but drifted upward in the currents, sparkling like a magical dance of light inside the cave. Colors of pink, purple, green, and gold filled the space, like a festival of light born from the treasures Nemo had once held so tightly. Something strange happened. Nemo realized he didn't feel pain or emptiness as he had feared. Instead, a deep relief rose inside him. His backpack was now empty, his back no longer heavy, and for the first time in many months, Nemo felt truly free. He gave his fins a small push, and suddenly, he swam faster and stronger than ever before. The cool water embraced him as he darted through the seaweed like a child released into play. Nemo turned back to look at the keepsakes swirling into the ocean, and he smiled. He understood now, even though he no longer carried them on his back. Every moment and every memory was still carved deep in his heart, safe from any current. The old stingray watched him, smiling kindly. You see, Nemo, when you let go, you don't lose the memory. You only return the heavy things to the ocean, while keeping the purest part, and that is what makes you stronger. Nemo swam around the stingray, his eyes shining. Uncle, I thought I would feel so sad, but strangely, I don't. I feel happy. I remember every moment, but I don't need the backpack to keep them. I feel free. The stingray nodded, his great wings gently stirring the water, as if embracing the whole space. That's right, Nemo. Sometimes we remember best when we learn to let go. Lightness gives us the strength to go far. Holding on to everything only pulls us down. From today, live with a heart full of memories, not with shoulders weighed down by keepsakes. Nemo was quiet for a while, then spoke softly, his voice trembling yet full of determination. I understand now, Uncle. I will live strong and joyful, so that every friend I've met, and even you, will live in my heart, not in a backpack. Thank you, Uncle, for helping me see this. At that moment, a shaft of sunlight pierced through the cracks above, shining straight down on Nemo. His small body glowed with new energy. He no longer looked like the weak little fish burdened by a heavy load, but like a bright, free Nemo ready to continue his journey with light fins and an open heart.